Hey, what's up, traders? So we're running a contest every single month. We pick one winner who comments, likes, and to subscribe to my channel and comments on every video this month. We randomly pick a drawing, and hopefully it's you. Just be sure you like, comment, and are subscribed to this channel, and you'll get free access to our full training academy and everything it is have to offer. Good luck, peace, and enjoy the next video.
Yo, what's up, traders? So in this video, it's Saturday. I'm going to go over weekly charting stuff tomorrow, but I want to go over, like I mentioned it in yesterday's video, about ways to take my signals or any signals and to develop your own style. I say this all the time, and maybe you're like, man, what's he really mean by that? And because look, when the signals, like if you're not through the training on your way to becoming a trader or being profitable, you should be trading on a demo for sure. And you know, we all learned that the hard way. I keep saying that, but you know, I want to save you all some heartache and some pain at the bank. So in this video, I want to show you like some examples, because somebody sent me a message from the group. I won't say who it was, but they you know, sent this whole super long list going over one of the pip counts of, like, you know, and she was like, I've done all this math and I'm going to show you how it's impossible to make money on your signals. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, that's not true, because I do it. You know, like I've never said just take the signals and just enter them in a computer algorithm and it's going to come out with profitable trades. You know, it's all about how I could send 100% signals that never hit stop loss and people would still lose, because it's more about, you know, what's going on. It's all about what's going on up here. So you know, using the trade signals as a catalyst for you to develop your own bias and your own strategy, and for you to take that, because I'm giving you what, through my analysis, what I believe, and through my own education research, what are high probability setups in the market. So you know, because maybe there's a double top, maybe there's a double bottom, maybe we're at a Fibonacci retracement, maybe there's a huge fundamental news thing going on that I've been following. And so, you know, the trade setups that I send, I think are high probability, and they're based on technical analysis that I use and fundamental analysis. So I'm going to show you on my charts what I mean by that. So I want you to take the trade setups and the signals, or whatever you want to call them, take them and then pull them up on your own charts, pull them up on your, I know it's fast, and sometimes, especially, you know, I'll send a trade out and, you know, it'll go into profit immediately, or negative immediately too. Sometimes that happens as well. But but taking it and then using your own analysis and your own interpretations of the market, and then trading around it, is the best way to go about it in general. And you know, at the end of the day, it is you that are sending the trades, or it's you that are executing the trade. You must 100% take responsibility for that. So I explained this to the person that messaged me, and first of all was like, you know, I appreciate all the work you did, but if you spent more time developing your style and about how you could be profitable in the markets, then, you know, you more than likely would be, you know. So I think it was Ray Lewis, the football player, who said in a quote that, you know, if you all spent as much time thinking about winning as you do about losing, you'd already be a winner. And that is for sure. So, you know, what the problem was the person was seeing the glass half empty instead of half full, because I spent a lot of time doing research analysis on different platforms, and I spend a lot of money on my own subscription service for professional subscription market analysis and research and stuff, so I can make the best decisions as well. And so, you know, when I just don't send any old thing out there, I do think that they're all going to be go the way that I predict. You know, not always does that happen, for sure, and sometimes it happens more than not. But you know, I'm providing you with, through my experience of years in the market, what I believe to be high probability setup. So now let me show you how you can use that. And because first of all, you don't have to take. I send a lot of setups out in a day. So, you know, the best thing to do isn't to take just every single one. The best thing to do is find the setups that you like, because, you know, I send out the same, you know, I go over the setups in the weekly charting video, and then I revisit those throughout the week. If you pay attention to the videos that I'm doing, I'm talking about, usually, unless something new comes up, you know, my trade outline, my plan for that outline on Sunday. Then we start going into that Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, it changes around a little bit because the market starts to show its hand, but I'm still kind of trading around that same overall thesis that I made on Sunday. So now I send out a trade setup like dollar CAD here. And so, you know, we traded this to the downside. We caught multiple 100 pip trades, right? We broke down out of this descending triangle, and just a clear textbook breakdown. And when we started to, I said that, look, the downside target here is for us to fill the gap, which we did after NFP on Friday. So I talked about this in a video that I did yesterday, just mentioned the setup as well. So now we entered in a long position, and I sent that out to you on Friday. And so, you know, the entries at 1.3430, and the stop loss, the suggested stop loss is 1.3490. But, you know, you could spread that out, right? So you could make it a bigger stop loss and say, you know, okay, we'll make the stop loss 1.3350, like down here, which would put us like a big 100 pip stop loss. But now your reward is going to be 500 pips, because you're thinking, man, maybe we could bounce back up. And I think it's doable that we hit this, you know, X marks the spot here, which would give us like a 400 pip bounce. So, you know, it doesn't have to be that tight of a stop loss. Or the inverse side of that is, you know, you can only put a 20 pip stop loss and wait on your own for an entry that you think is going to be the best. So, you know, maybe you zoom in here to the 15-minute or 30-minute, and you're like, okay, I'm going to put a sell limit, or buy limit rather, down here right at 133.90, and I'm just going to wait. And if that gets triggered, then I'm going to have a really tight stop loss. But the thing is what you have to ask yourself is, do you agree with this setup? And if you do, and so, you know, the third take profit would, because everybody knows that if you're watching this video by now, that, you know, I set it up just, it's a pretty standard format, 20, 40, 100 pips. You know, I could do 20, 40, and 120 pips to give it a more perfect 1 to 3 risk to reward. But 1 to 5 would be even better. But I'm just saying, because of my analysis and the work that I've already done, that this looks like a high probability setup to me. And, you know, because of where we're at in the market, that there's many different setups that could happen now, or, you know, ways where, like, places that we could retrace to. So you take this, and then you're like, you know what, this dollar CAD trade, this makes a lot of sense to me. And so now you use your own training and your own analysis, right? You know, here's kind of looks like a potential zone right here. So, which just so happens to line up with the 23.6. So now you've done that with your own analysis, found a confluence here. So now you're like, oh, okay, so yeah, this is starting to, this trade, this setup in general is making more sense to me. So now my trading plan, I'm going to be looking at dollar CAD every day or every hour and seeing where this trade's at and look for my own entries around it. And because I've been going through training, I've been learning, I've been a part of the community chat, and I'm really working to develop my skills here. And, you know, I can find my own trades, or at least I'm showing you the light on this trade. You agree with it. So now I've given you an area of, you know, where the potential stop would be. So, you know, if it goes down to 1.3390 and you get stopped out, or maybe you're just watching it and get down to that area, you're like, maybe I'm glad I didn't enter, or maybe I shouldn't enter this trade because it's wrong, right? Maybe the analysis wasn't correct. We're going to drop further. The other side of that is like, this dollar CAD, this is going to be my trade here, and I'm going to be looking, and I'm going to be getting in on this trade all the way in on this bounce. And so now you made that decision. And so what you're going to do, you're going to get your buys in here. And just like I teach in the training, and I've done several whiteboards on this, now you're going to look for places to buy dips along the way, and you're going to buy dips on the way up, and you're going to watch this trade. So say it did something like that, and you got in here, took some profits, stop loss to entry, and then you re-entered the trade here and bought this dip, and you know it's still playing out. And now you're up here and you're retesting this X marks the spot. And so all on your own analysis, I told you that I have a bullish bias. These are the potential areas, which 20, 40, and 100 pip stop losses or take profits. And, you know, if we're getting in at 134, we're already at 137. We're way above that. But, you know, of course, 100 pip bounce, really nothing for the market. And, you know, I encourage, and have been talking about this more and more, you to go to these larger time frames and to really make a game plan around that. So here you are at the larger time frame, and so you've bought dips, and now you're testing this X marks the spot. So then you're gonna take some profits here, and then you're gonna wait and just see if oh man, now here we are, we've broken out of this formation, and we have another dip, and you're still playing this trade on your own because of my analysis that we could have a bounce or a reversal here, and this is my bullish bias on it. So but it all started with a trading signal, and then you took it and you used your own analysis, what you've learned from the training, the style you're developing, and this right here, doing this, I'm telling you, is how you start to develop your own trading style. And, you know, do it on a demo account, or micro lots, like use very small trades, or you know, if you're insist on trading live, make sure that it's money that you're willing to lose, you know, like money you would go to a casino and sit down with a blackjack table, because you know the likelihood is you're probably going to lose it. And, you know, I hate to break it to you, but that's just the odds you're up against, especially as a beginner trader in the market. So just another example of that is pound Aussie. So pound Aussie, I have been talking about it in my videos all last week. We caught multiple 100 pip buys here, and together we've been buying dips on it. And, you know, it looks like, boy, this could be a massive turnaround. So now that I've been talking about it so much, it should be on your radar. Hopefully, if you really care about, you know, the group, developing your skills, being one of my mentees, right, and really studying the markets, you know that, oh man, Clay thinks GA is a high probability setup. It should be on my radar, and I should be looking at it myself, and then deciding if it's something I want to get in. So here we are on daily chart. Here it is on a weekly chart. It looks even better for you know, this continued uptrend. And just to show you the significant too of this, what do we have here on a weekly? This is a throw over, right? So we had a throw over back inside this channel, and now we're testing the bottom side of this channel. This is a big opportunity. Look how far down we are on the weekly RSI. So so now there's multiple opportunities here. Like we took 40 pips multiple times. You took 100 pips on Friday, and now my battery's about to die, so I'm going to end this. But now I just re-entered this, so you can see using my own style of looking for breakouts and using fractal lines and looking for breakouts and retest. Then I re-entered that trade, and so my game plan is to be buying dips on this trade because I've established my bullish bias for GA. So I hope that makes sense to you. I'll keep revisiting it, but if you can approach the trades and the work that I've been doing from that angle of, look, man, I'm leading you to the river. All you got to do is cast your fishing line in there and get a good strategy about fishing, and you will catch fish. I promise you that. I just can't cast and reel and do everything for you. So hope you have a great weekend. And if you have any questions, shoot me a message. If you're not in my group yet, or our group, I should say, it's a community, then click the links below to get started. I promise you will not be disappointed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the VIP chat. Peace.